Hi neighbors, it's Nat. I have to do a COVID test, so I figured I would go through the instructions of the COVID test and also give you my review on Peach McIntyre's YouTube class. And while I'm going through that, I'll tell you a little bit about myself, a little bit about this page, and what I hope to gain through showing you the world, showing you new activities, new cooking techniques, perhaps maybe just new to you, and some seasoning hacks. You know, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Um, just so you know, I stutter and I fumble my words, and it'll happen. If you like perfection, I am not the person for you. And I'm saying that because this is a one and done video. I cannot edit it and go back because this test cannot be fumbled with and messed with. And I'm doing that for my safety and my family's safety. So I will not alter the results or alter this video for likes or subscriptions. I'm not going to do that. So if it's, things get misconstrued or I say something and have to go back and repeat it a different way, I'm sorry. I just have to do that. Because there's no other way for me. I have one test because I took a test when I got here, just to be safe. So I have this test for going home. Now these tests are sold at convenience stores. Sorry, not convenience stores, but like drugstores like Walgreens, CVS. I got mine at Walgreens for $23. They were right there by the checkout counter. I actually went back to the pharmacy, and the pharmacist is like, "Oh no, they're in front." So I didn't even think to look for them in the front. When I asked how difficult it was to take yourself, because I've always done it through the drive-through, he said it's just like taking a pregnancy test, and he laughed. And I was like, okay, I don't ever want to see one of those again. So I'm past that stage in my life. I'm ready for all my grandbabies. So here's the instructions that came with it. Okay. And now everything that you see in here, there was 2 of. So here's the actual tester itself. This is the fluid. And I feel like they didn't give me enough fluid because the last test, it really didn't cover the whole part of the, stick that it was supposed to cover. Okay. So you're going to take this and you stick it into this little thing just to hold it and keep it secure. Just like that. Okay? So now let's get started on this Peach McIntyre review. I don't know how I came across Peach. Obviously on Facebook. And I seen a couple of her videos and I was like, okay, I like her. And not only that, I was fascinated with the fact that somebody from Tampa was showing the places around where I used to live before we bought our home. So I thought that was kind of neat. Like the meat store she goes to and, a couple other places around town. I was like, oh, okay. We used to go there too. Okay, so you take this. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you immediately put it in here. Now I have the timer going for the video, so I'll be able to watch it. You put it in there for 1 minute. And then you will take it out after that 1 minute and squeeze the sides up against the little plastic container, and you'll stick this in. Now I'm not going to open it until it's time for it to be put in there, and then that will be in there for 10 minutes. Okay, I probably will stop the video and then come back with the results because I just probably will do that. Okay, so going back to the YouTube class, it started off on time. She was she gave like a 10-minute grace period for people to come in late, which, I'm sure was appreciated by the people who did show up late. Some people did come like 30 minutes late and they expected for her to run back through what she went through the first 30 minutes. She gave like a Cliff Notes version of that towards the end, which was appreciated by those of us that did show up on time. I know things come up in life, but hey, there was like, I think she had a total of 70 people in that class. I'm not sure. Um, but it ran really fast. So you had to keep up. You couldn't be doing other things, or trying to wash dishes or whatever you're trying to do. You had to be paying attention. I did like that everything she lists that she's going to go over, she went over. Okay. We had to download a couple different apps, and she sends those to you in the email, which is convenient. She added a couple to the email. She added a couple apps we had to download afterwards, which was fine. But like I said, she did go over everything she said she was going to go over. Now, we did have to ask her to slow down a couple times. And then there were there was like one lady who asked several times to go over the same thing over and over again, which kind of, made us stumble on where we were trying to get to next. She helped the lady, and then we moved on several minutes later. She goes over everything, like how to get into your creator page, how to do your ads, where to look for the ads, where telling you why she doesn't choose her ads. She lets YouTube choose them. There was just several things that were very helpful. And I know we see things online sometimes and you think, oh, that's just not accurate, or somebody's making that up, it's fake. Okay, it's time for me to squeeze this to the sides now. I'm trying to concentrate while I say this. But there was a lady who was in our class, and now this is the class I was in, so I can speak firsthand for this, that her husband does YouTubes, okay? And she didn't know they were monetized already. They went and checked their profile, and sure enough, right where Peach said it was, they had money sitting there waiting for them. And there was another lady who said she didn't know about it either. So she's getting money as well now. So maybe little pieces of information that she offers you can help you get the money you already have coming to you. Who knows? Okay, so here's the stick. It does look like a little pregnancy stick. And once you put it in there, you cannot mess around with it, because that's why people get invalid results. Okay, so I'm going to set that there. And we're going to talk about it. Okay. Put this back into the container because that's nasty. Peach was very friendly. She was very adamant about her intellectual property. She let you know if you recorded that she was going to send her attorney after you, which I don't see nothing wrong with that, because if you work hard and put something together, even though you can get all the information that she gives you, and she says it herself off the internet yourself, she put this all together to make it easier for you so you didn't have to do that, which people like me appreciate it, because I know the information's out there, but do I want to go through several YouTube videos, hundreds of YouTube videos to get what, I could just get from her easily? Why not? She already did all the work. Pay her money. That's how I feel. If I would have to give some advice, it would be to just slow down just a little bit. And if I had to give advice for her students, take your notes. Write down everything, as it comes out of her mouth, and then ask the questions afterwards. Because if you have to go back, she's already to the next step. Okay? Make sure to download your apps before you get to the class. Also, have some content available. Have pictures, selfies available to be able to further your process along easily. Okay? Another thing I would suggest is have your page set up already. Have all across all social medias, so that way it's easier for you to get going as soon as you're done with the class, if that's what you choose to do. I had everything set up already, so I was ready to go. I just put up my first video today. This will be my second video I put up, even though I have a ton of content. I've been told for about 10 to 11 years now that I should do a YouTube or I should have a podcast because I travel so often and I travel cheaply. And I've always taken my children with me. I know a lot of people, they're like, oh, I leave my kids at home. No, wherever I go, my kids go. Okay, now that they're older, if they may not want to come, that's fine. But I have a son that has cystic fibrosis, so I always try to, he's always with me. It's that's where I'm focused. I'm focused on budget travel. We do a lot of cruises. We do a lot of Vegas. We travel Europe, and it's all for near nothing. Because I have a lot of hacks. I have a lot of tricks. And hacks are tricks, and tricks are different. Believe me, they are. We do anywhere from mid-priced hotels to hostels. I stayed at my first hostel as a bucket list item for my 40th birthday in Singapore. Best decision ever. Now I'm addicted to hostels. I'll tell you what, England has some great hostels. Barcelona has some good hostels. Oh my gosh, but the best one was in Singapore. And I'll be doing a little area on my page about hostels as well. I love to cook, so we'll be doing things like that. And I like to try to inspire people to go outside of their comfort zone. Try to get out there and see things that are different from what they normally see. Maybe try a different vegetable at the supermarket, even if that's getting out of your comfort zone. Let's try some new things. Life is short. You may not be here tomorrow. Why be scared of, trying a rhubarb? Why be scared of getting on that flight? You can die going through the parking lot at the grocery store. Who knows? Live your life, So that's a little bit about me. I'm a homeschool mom. I've been homeschooling, like a real homeschool mom. I've been homeschooling for 8 years. So I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. Our 14-year-old, he'll be 14 next month. I can't get over that, how big he is already. He's into cooking, so he'll be starting his own channel as well. Now he does, like, I guess you would say farm to table, because he likes making fresh ingredients, and he comes up with some wild stuff. I mean, he's making things and I'm just like, okay, cool. And I'm like, okay, cool, but, and then they come out good because I'm just trying to encourage him and they actually come out good. So I'm excited to see where he goes with that. And he'll be doing that while traveling with me as well, but separately with his own channel. So look forward to that. And I just want to also inspire people, because not everybody was raised the same. Not everybody was raised with the same encouragement, the same lifestyle. So they weren't taught everything. And that's a big thing too. I joined a couple groups where I see that some women, they didn't know how to wash themselves properly until they were an adult or got with a certain boyfriend or husband because their parent didn't teach them, or they didn't know how to do laundry properly, or, they didn't know you're supposed to sweep underneath the kitchen counter, the lip there. Things like that. So I'll be doing videos on, teaching you how to do certain things and, whatever comes across my mind. So just some words of encouragement too, because I've been angry for most of my life. I really have. Just things from my past and from my childhood. And I'm too old to be angry, and I'm pushed it all away. And most of the people that hurt me and treated me horribly are dead anyway. So, I mean, they're literally not dead to me. They are literally dead. So why am I going to continue to be angry? Who am I angry with? Who? We have to think about that in life. If somebody can't hurt you, or, what they did is a shame to them, not to you. So why continue to be angry about it? And why continue to hurt and boil yourself inside? Okay, we're not lobsters. So I know I don't want to keep boiling. I don't want to kill myself over somebody that's already dead, right? So we have a couple more minutes since I'm already going this long, we have a couple more minutes for this test to come through. I'm going to finish telling you about it. We have, these are what the results look like. And by the way, this comes in different languages as well. There was another sheet that came with it that had several more languages. But here's what the results would look like. Okay. You see, a blue line with even a faint pink is a positive. You see, it doesn't matter if it's faint, pink, or red. If the line is there, it's positive. If it's not, it's negative. And if there's nothing, that's a false reading. Let's see where that is. And in case you want to see the instructions, just, you know. There you are. Oh, excuse me. I'm sitting here eating this salad. I have a flight to catch in the morning, and I was starving. This it doesn't. I don't know why on the camera it looks like that. It looks old, but it's fresh. It's weird. Maybe the lighting. But this is a chef salad, and I have a review on the food here at Blue Chip. I came into town for a funeral. My best friend's husband passed away of COVID. And the funeral director, who I've been going to this funeral home since I was 4 years old. Same family owned, and, you know, we grew up on the next block from it. The funeral director has COVID. Yeah. And he's actively meeting with hundreds of people every day for these funerals. And, you know, one thing about me, I'm very straight up and to the point. I came on and asked him, because he mentioned that that he wasn't feeling well. And he was in the kids' faces too, which I didn't like. Okay, they just lost their father. A 4 and a 5-year-old just lost their father. And you're getting, like, he was within maybe 3 feet of them. So I shouldn't say like real close, but that's close enough, you know? And so I told him, I was like, why would you, oh, you know, he got to run a business. So everything he touched, I wiped down. And there's a coffee room there. I had to wipe everything down, you know, twice, as a matter of fact, just, you know, for people coming in where you have the coffee and the little cakes that you bring, and we made little sandwiches and things to set out for people. I completely covered it with saran wrap. I even wiped down the saran wrap container, you know, with the alcohol and everything, just to be safe. And, you know, I was going down, wiping down the bathroom doors and the stalls and everything, because I was like, what if one of the kids touched and he touched it? And I just was really upset by that. That's another reason why I took another COVID test when I got here after leaving there the next day. So you just can't be too safe. And I know it takes a couple of days for it to go through, but for him to be that close proximity to us, it was upsetting. And he said his wife has it as well, really bad. And I just don't know why they wouldn't have one of their other family members helping people. It's just terrible. So, okay, well, we have one more minute here before these test results. All right. And we will see what they have to say. Now, I do have to grab a bottle of water, so I am going to step away 1 second, but I will be right back. Actually, I think I could take you with me. Well, no, I don't want to move the camera. So I'm going to leave this test sitting right here, and I will be right back. 1 second, 1 second. Don't go anywhere so you can see my results. I guess I could have talked to you while I was doing that. But it is time for me to take the thing out of the liquid, so let's see what it does. Oh, excuse me. And I see a blue line. Let's see if we can zoom in on that. Can we see it? Can you see the blue line? I don't know if you can see it. I don't know why we can't. It's right there. All right. Yay for being COVID negative. Enjoy your day because you'll never get it back. Thanks for watching.